We have in studio the Member of Parliament who is on the NDC side, and he is also the first deputy First Deputy Minority Whip, I beg your pardon, Ahmed Ibrahim. He has joined us in studio to look generally at the appointment and the approval of the members who have been vetted so far, and that issue of the corruption allegation that has just been leveled against the Energy Minister, whether or not it carries any weight. Good evening, Honorable, and thank you for joining us in studio.
Good evening, my brother.
To start with, why did it take so long for the two ministers who had been vetted much earlier? We're talking about Senior Minister Osafo Maafo and Mr. Boakye Agyarko to go through the process.
Yeah, my brother, let me say a very good evening to your cherished viewers in the first place. As a matter of fact, today we kept so long in approving them because of series of negotiations that were going on. You know, Parliament is the house of practice and procedure, and Ghana, our democracy is developing. You shouldn't say somebody did something to me, and because of that I must do something to that same person. And that it is in that regard that whatever you are doing when you are in opposition, you must be cognizant of the fact that in future you must also be in government. That wasn't why we in minority were doing what happened today. But Ghana, our democracy has gotten to a stage where the whole Africa and the whole world is looking up to Ghana.
Okay.
And therefore, the international community is highly interested in the kind of people we choose to represent us in ministerial portfolios. Okay. If you are elected as a member of parliament and you have the either responsibility of a minister, you are highly respected. If you are not an elected member and you are a minister, you are not.
The concern has been with these two, and how come it took that long?
Yeah, we didn't want the situation whereby, first of all, the person is not elected representative before being a minister. So the respect he will get when he travels outside the shores of Ghana will be low. So when you pass that person by majority decision, you have proved to the whole world that that man lies credibility. And that is why certain things or certain comments were made, which the vetting committee members were even looking for either retracting of those comments or rendering of just mere apology. If that had taken place, that issue of majority, credibility, and those things wouldn't have got. Okay. But because it didn't happen, it appeared in the report. Then the committee said, bring evidence. Until you bring the evidence.
So help us with specifics. I think you are very broad with the submission. What did Osafo Maafo do wrong? What did Boakye Agyarko do wrong?
For Osafo Maafo, he said at the vetting that he said the tape that the vetting committee were making comment from, that the resource base of Ghana are coming from only 5 regions, and therefore these were the regions that qualified to represent, to rule Ghanaians. That comment was in the report. And we said, what do you mean by natural resources? Even the sunshine,
it's a resource.
It's a natural resource.
Right. So
the
for
land
him,
itself is a natural resource. So those comments, one, first of all, are not facts.
Okay, fine.
Today, so we said, he said the tape was doctored. They said, okay. But he went ahead to say that he was talking about the resources of the country and those kind of things. So there's a correlation. So we said, okay, bring the full tape as evidence. Either until you bring it, we are not passing you.
Either that or...
If you don't have it, we are in a kind of... You just cannot apologize and that kind of things. So that's what we're expecting. Then the second aspect of... This is the second personality was Mr.
Boakye
Agyarko. For him, he said the president chose value for money, this is corruption over value for money and those kind of things. He went about the energy debt and debt stock and all those kind of. Today he came and said he is not yet abreast with the full energy debt stock and those. So most of those things.
So both of them had to apologize.
They had to come and withdraw it and apologize if you don't have the burden of rebellion. Earlier then, the majority were saying that we should rather bring the evidence. They should. So it's like, you see, we are already saying that you should bring your evidence. Okay. If you are looking at it, then let's send it to Tuesday. Okay. So they had to come. We suspended sitting. They had to come, retract also and apologize. Then we just gave it by consensus. So now when they go outside the shores of Ghana, they are looking at people or men
credible.
of integrity with credibility.
Okay,
so they can negotiate well on behalf of Ghanaians.
Right.
Simple.
We have Honorable Titus Glover, Member of Parliament for Tema East, joining us via phone. Honorable, good evening and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, my brother. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Happy New Year to you. To start with, what are your preliminary comments about the two ministers, they are now ministers though, coming to the House to apologize to the vetting committee before the approval?
Thank you very much. And let me take this opportunity to congratulate the ministers. I think that I'm a member of the appointment committee. My senior Ahmed is not. And what he's saying is probably lie. And why do I say this? If you want to put a straight jacket on me that does not fit me, you will not force me to wear it. Let me take my senior through page 23 of 24 of the report. I'm talking about the conclusion and general recommendation.
Mr. Honorable, for lack of time, would want you to be succinct with your submission.
It's very important. Just some few seconds. It's important. Further, all the nominees demonstrated through their answers to questions posed to them by members of the committee that they have the intellectual capacity, skill, experience, and the requisite training to assist the president in the determination of general policy of government, and B, necessary for the efficient running of the state as envisaged by Articles 76.2 and 28.2 of the Constitution.
Okay, so did they
clearly
to apologize
both the minority
before
and the
approval?
majority,
Mr. Glover,
the appointment committee,
Honorable,
agreed.
Honorable Titus Glover.
No problem. You see, my colleagues from the other side are just being petty.
Okay, but I think the question is pretty straightforward.
The substantive matter is that.
Honorable Titus Glover.
Yes, my brother.
Yes, just
I'm here.
Bear me out and go straight to the answer for me. Did the two gentlemen in question come to the appointments committee to apologize and retract before their approval?
They never came to the appointment committee. They never came to the appointment committee because when this report was being considered and the minority were insisting until they retract some of these things, they are not going to allow the nominees to go through by consensus. But the argument I'm making here, and the fact I want to establish clearly, is that Honorable Osafo Maafo, they are saying that he should come and prove himself. He is on the program. He is talking, and somebody recorded him. Okay?
And
he said, I never made any troubling statement.
Honorable Titus Glover, he has denied that. But what delayed his approval? And how come it is now that...
delayed? Because the minority were insisting that his statement was tribalism, was tribal statement, and for that matter, he should come and retract it. Right at the committee level, Honorable Osafo Maafo said, look, my brothers, I never said anything that is tribalist.
All right.
I was given opportunity to explain on the economy. A Ghanaian economy is paralyzed. And he was given the diagnosis of how this problem has come.
I think your point has been clearly stated, and we are grateful that you made time to speak to us. Thank you very much. Honorable Titus Glover is Member of Parliament for Tema East and has been given the opposition, the majority side. He's a member of the vetting committee, though, so he's giving us his side. He says that what you are saying is palpable lies, and that the two men did not come to the committee to apologize.
You see, Titus, either he was not in Parliament today. Parliament as late as 6 p.m. We were in Parliament.
Okay.
I was sitting in the chair. The whole entire leadership left, including the entire minority leadership, to go with the leadership of the appointment committee to go and meet the two gentlemen.
Okay.
What did they come there for? So they were in the Flagstaff House waiting to be sworn in for us to approve. They said, no, they must leave the Flagstaff, come to Parliament. They came. They left the Flagstaff, came to Parliament. He was not there.
Okay, let's go to the other big issue, which has to do with the corruption allegation that we are told that Honorable Haruna, it's not Haruna Idrisu, the Member of Parliament for Boko Central, Mahama Ayariga, made that Boakye Agyarko bribed the minority side of the vetting committee. You know about that? Was there any exchange of cash?
Frankly speaking, you see that he said, I'm not a member of the committee. It's true I'm not a member of the committee, so I might not be privy to some of those issues. The Boku MP is a member of the committee, and I'm in leadership. So if such a thing happens, it will come to leadership. We were in the chamber. We said no until the two gentlemen come and retract some of the things that they said. We were not going to pass them, which they did. So if such a thing happened, I don't think we would have insisted that they should come. And if they knew that they have done this and they've gotten their way, they wouldn't have come. So as it stands now, the committee sits from morning to night. Sometimes.
So as it stands now, you do not know.
So we don't know whether it is their allowances or whether it is exchange of business. I cannot confirm.
Okay.
So until we meet on Monday or Tuesday, I think leadership is going to call those on the appointment committee to appear before us. This is what we are hearing. What is it? Tell us. And from there, we take it from there. Okay.
We would also keep a keen eye on this particular story. And then subsequently, when we get any information, Trust TV3 will make it available to you. Thank you very much, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, First Deputy Minority Whip, and he is also a Member of Parliament. We are grateful that you made time to join us.